Did you notice as well, we've got the highest possession stats of any team in all the divisions, including the Prem.
Was it 68%?
68% average possession. That's higher than any other team. That's higher than Man City.
Yeah.
Which, when you say that, it doesn't sound real, does it?
No.
Actually higher. I know, and people, Man City fans and all the other fans, they're in the Premier League, blah blah blah. Well, it's still really really high possession for us. Because last season it was like 30s and 40s.
Yeah, you can only beat the position that's in front of you. We're in League One. We can only beat the teams we're playing. So that's still an impressive stat, no matter which way you swing it. And to me, that is a perfect stat to sum up the difference that Chris Davies has made. So welcome back to BCFC Royal Blue, and we're back today with another unscripted video. And me and Dad like to do these every couple of weeks, maybe twice a month, just to talk about everything that's going on around Birmingham City. And I think it's fair to say this year Birmingham City have been spoken about a lot. We've had a lot going on around the club with the stadium, incredible transfer market. So there's always stuff going on around the Blues, and always never shy or short of content on this channel. So Dad, an unscripted, anything on your mind or thoughts around Blues at the moment?
Starting off really with a big thank you to
You're welcome.
Well, thank you to you for obviously being here and recording with me. But to all of our all the people who watch our podcast, we last week passed 3,000 subscribers, and we're just completely taken aback by it, genuinely, because we never set up this podcast with a view of getting any subscribers. And me and Matt always used to talk about Birmingham City and thought, well, let's record it. But the amount of people that have really latched onto our channel, that have subscribed, that views, it's just been absolutely staggering and amazing. And the engagement is amazing as well. Everybody, seems to really like commenting, which we actually really love as well. So I just wanted to acknowledge that, that we've passed 3,000 subscribers, and that's really took us by surprise, hasn't it?
And we love meeting people at the games, don't we, Dad? We were at Rotherham at the weekend. I must have had about 6 or 7 conversations with different people. One of them was in the toilet, bit weird, but shout out to the bloke I had a chat with at the toilet. But no, I'm just kidding. We love chatting to everyone, don't we? It really is great, and everyone's really complimentary. Everyone's really kind at games, and the comments are generally really positive and really good. And I remember when we started that, our first game, Mowbray was in charge, and I think it might have been the Blackburn game, maybe. I could be wrong on that one. I think it got about 70 views, and we were like, oh, okay, quite happy with that.
Surprised at that.
Yeah, and then we did the Sunderland video, and it crept up to like 1,000, and we were like, what? Me and you were like, couldn't believe it, could we? And it's just grown since then. So reiterate your point, Dad. Thank you genuinely to everyone who's ever watched our video, subscribed and commented. It means a lot, don't it?
Yeah, but in terms of the club, there's always something new happening at the club, isn't it? So this week, I don't know if you saw, it shows you how good the owners are and how much they really want to progress this club. Did you see the partnership with the NX bus, so that they're giving the
fantastic
the 1875 bus is going to be a shuttle bus to bring Birmingham City fans free from city centre to the ground and back again. What a great initiative that is.
These owners just get it, don't they?
Yeah.
They tried to do safe parking. They did do safe parking last year. They opened up certain areas. They gave recommendations to different areas. Now they're doing this bus shuttle. Because, we all know, don't we, as Blues fans, the area that we're in at St.Andrews, it's not great. We do get trouble in and around the ground in terms of car stuff, which we won't go into, but the fact they're doing this, they've listened to us. So I think it's safe to say, Dad, these owners, they really listen to us as a fan base, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. And they're always looking at ways in which the club can move forward in different ways. I noticed as well, which is something since the last unscripted we did, the new partnership with Delta Airlines as well. Massive.
Huge. I mean, Wagner really knows how to build these partnerships and get our name out there, don't we? And I said on another video, Dad, as long as fans, we keep turning up to the stadium and bringing the noise and making St.Andrews hostile, we're doing our part as a crowd. Leave Wagner to do the partnerships and the deals. He's bringing in the revenue. This is why we can afford Stansfield. This is why we can have such amazing transfer windows, because of these partnerships. Football is an intricate business now in terms of the finances, and Wagner knows this. So the fact he's creating all these different streams of revenue only means we get better players in the transfer window, we get better facilities, the stadium can get built at the wheel site, all these different things. So I know it's what's the best way of putting it? It can seem like we're losing our identity, or it can seem like we're going down a certain trajectory as a club, and I totally get that. But what they're doing for our club in terms of revenue, getting money in, I think it's amazing personally.
Yeah, and they're obviously continuing to build relationships. I noticed as well that there's now a new academy partner, V Installations, who become the partner for the academy as well. So it's going on at all levels, which is very, very impressive as well. On the pitch, we've made a real solid start as well, haven't we? We can't really complain about first 6 games, 5 wins and a draw, and the first game was a draw, so it's 5 on the bounce. So from a playing perspective as well, I mean, it's going a lot quicker in terms of our development than I thought we would, because sometimes you think, wait, it's going to take a bit of time for the team to develop and that, but however we're doing it, we're finding ways of winning games. But now, last couple of games, Wrexham and Rotherham, we've actually started to play comfortable, competitive,
Complete control of games.
really like attractive football.
Yeah. I mean, the Wrexham game after 15 minutes, the Rotherham game after 10 minutes, pretty much. Second half, Rotherham had another 5 minutes, but a couple of set pieces. We were just completely in control. And that's the difference this year. It's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the team to gel this quickly. I thought we might have been sort of 7 or 8 games in, and I still think we're in second or third gear. I still think we've got 2 gears to go.
There's levels to go, but I agree with that. I think there's levels to go. Did you notice as well, we've got the highest possession stats of any team in all the divisions, including the Prem.
Was it 68%?
68% average possession. That's higher than any other team. That's higher than Man City. Yeah. Which, when you say that, it doesn't sound real, does it? No. Actually higher. I know, and people, Man City fans and all the other fans, they're in the Premier League, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's still really, really high possession for us. Because last season it was like 30s and 40s.
Yeah, you can only beat the position that's in front of you. We're in League One. We can only beat the teams we're playing. So that's still an impressive stat, no matter which way you swing it. And to me, that is a perfect stat to sum up the difference that Chris Davies has made. Yeah,
it's staggering considering that change in such a short period of time. Also, as well, we're one of a very few teams now unbeaten in all 4 divisions, aren't we? So obviously in the EFL, it's West Bromwich Albion, Blackburn, and Sheffield United and ourselves in the EFL of teams that have not lost. So on the pitch, I think we're all happy and the way it's going. Obviously, at the time of recording, we've got Peterborough at the weekend, and another sold out again.
I cannot believe
sellout. Every home game has sold out so far.
I cannot believe our home support this season. And we've said it before, haven't we, Dad? The best way to get the crowds back is to produce a winning team, and the crowds will come. And the fact we've been selling out is just absolutely incredible. It's mind blowing, and the atmosphere, it makes a huge difference, don't it? The atmosphere is just absolutely incredible.
I think everybody looks forward to going down there. They know what the atmosphere is going to be like, and I think a lot of people now, in fact, thousands of fans are getting to the ground hours earlier than they ever used to do, because it used to be just a case: turn up to the ground, go in, watch whatever was on offer, come out, go home and moan. That's what we used to do, moan and complain. Yeah. But because obviously the quality and standard of what we were doing at that time wasn't brilliant. But now the fans are getting there early. There's a buzz about the club. You want to go early and experience the atmosphere in the fan zones and be around other fans. That was never there before. Yeah. So actually, it's extended the match day experience, which is exactly what the club wanted. Yeah.
Good food, good beer, good company. Blues fans are always generally, it's quite a family feel, isn't it? Generally speaking,
good atmosphere, good football. I mean, it's night and day in it compared to what was there before.
Incredible.
EFL Trophy, Matt. I was going to sort of talk about that. Really, obviously, we've got Shrewsbury next away. Shrewsbury. We were told about that by another fan that it is actually Shrewsbury, not Shrewsbury. So if we offended anybody, we apologise. But 8th of October, Tuesday, 8th of October. A few things, Matt.
Good price, by the way, £10.
It is £10. I think it's also a good opportunity for fans who can't get to normal away games in terms of the league away games. Maybe if they have an opportunity and they're free, they could go to that one, because I think they give us well over 2,000 tickets, and it's a midweek game as well. So that's possible opportunity. It's the opposite for us. Midweek games a struggle because we both. Yeah. I'm sure other people struggle because of work as well.
We're gold now on the away system, so we've kind of put a lot of the hard work in over the years to get up to that level. So I think when you're at the season ticket level and you want to start building your client reference to get from bronze to silver to gold, these are the types of games you need to take advantage of. And the club have done a really good thing this year. They've made all our home cup games go to your away allocation ticket stamp as well. So these are the kind of things, because don't get me wrong, Blues away tickets like gold dust at the best of times, especially in League One, because we're averaging somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 away tickets. So
it depends on the opposition.
They're really difficult to get. So if you can start building your client reference with these sorts of games, you'll be staggered how quickly you can move up the system.
I'd like to see us have a go at that as well, because if we beat Shrewsbury and then we've got Fulham under 21s in the next EFL Trophy game, then we'll progress because it's the top two.
I want to.
Then at the end of the day, everyone might call it, it's only a trophy for the lower league teams or the lower divisions, but but it's still a trip to Wembley.
Yeah, I don't care.
Imagine Blues, going to Wembley. So anyway, that's coming up, the East Shrewsbury game. So I'd like to see us put a good team out there. Even if it's a second team, it's going to be strong, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. I'd like to see us push for that. I'd love it, again, not being arrogant in saying that we would 100% get there anyway. I'm just making a point. I'd love a day out at Wembley. It'd be great. We've not been since 2011 in the cup final. So it'd be great to get back down there as a fan base and as a club.
Yeah, and, I mean, we didn't have a blip. We had a bit of a strange introduction to the EFL Trophy with the Walsall game, didn't we? We basically drew 1-1 and nobody understood what was going on with penalties. But at the end of the day, if we beat Shrewsbury and Fulham under 21s, we will progress. So
yeah.
That's a good target for us as well.
A question for you, Dad. The third kit got released today. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it looks good. Yeah, obviously I know why they bring these kits out, because it's money, isn't it, as well? But do we really need a third kit? That's a different discussion, isn't it? But it looks good. I like it. It's black, isn't it, with the red logos and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like this, but red. Yeah, red logo, red United.
It looks pretty smart. I think it's going to sell well, and that's what they've done it for. It's all about commercial income. So why not? If people are going to buy them.
Yeah, a lot of Blues fans have been commenting on social media. Take my money. I'm all for it. I'm getting it. I'm going to wear it at the Charlton away game. All these things.
Well, I can imagine the club shop's going to be at the beginning of the Peterborough game. There's going to be queues outside the club shop to get those tops. But it looks really nice, doesn't it?
Nice.
Because obviously they issued a bit of a teaser again to social media team, didn't they?
Yeah. Was it a sad day for you for it not being yellow?
Oh yeah. Birmingham City. Listen to me, please. Next season, can we have a yellow kit? I just love a yellow kit. So if we have a yellow kit, I'll be very happy, and I promise I'll buy one.
I'll buy it for you.
But to be honest with you, if you look at the three kits, obviously you got the one behind you, which is the home kit, which is absolutely fantastic. We've got the white Sequoia.
I love the away one.
Yeah, the Sequoia
They're
one.
both lovely.
Yeah, I didn't know what Sequoia was until that, but because I thought it was black because of my eyes. But when you look at it, it's actually a really, really deep green.
It's lovely.
And now the third kit. So they're doing well with that. And I think they'll sell plenty of those as well.
Yeah.
Noticed as well, injuries are improving as well. I think Sanderson and Buchanan are close to coming back. Laird is a little bit further away. Alfie Chang is back in training.
Saw that, brilliant to see.
But I read that he wasn't included in the EFL squad, so he'll be able to play for the under-21s. And what that makes me think is he's probably going out on loan in January.
Yeah, that makes sense, don't it?
Yeah.
But he's back from injury. We have a really competitive squad. By the way, I really like Alfie Chang. If he could somehow break into the first team, I mean, to replace Iwata, Paik and Leonard, you'd have to be doing something incredible for him in his age, wouldn't you? But,
do you know what, mate? He's a young player.
Yeah, exactly. But my point is, I don't want to sell him. I want to keep him, and hopefully he can build with us as we move forward as a club. So if we loan him out and he gets a bit of experience, I'm all for it. But please don't sell him.
Yeah. I mean, I like to. Obviously, he's been really unlucky with injuries now. I think he could do with a good run of games, but I think he's going to get that elsewhere on loan.
Yeah.
And then see where he goes from there. Because obviously we've got players like George Hall out on loan as well. He's out on loan at Walsall as well. We've got others. Longello, he's out at Cambridge, isn't he? The other thing as well, I was going to something that we've noticed on our podcast. We put a lot of podcasts out and get lots of comments. A lot of people comment on and I think we've already alluded to this, is that Blues fans can't believe what is happening at the moment. And their mentality, because it's so ingrained, they're just waiting for the wheels to fall off.
Yeah, I get it.
It's interesting because in the back of our minds, we're sort of waiting for something bad to happen. But I think some of the responses I've been given, I think it's going to take us a little while to adjust, because we've been used to so many years of letdowns and disappointment and things going well, and then suddenly something happens.
Yeah.
But this does feel different. It does feel different. Obviously, me and you were at Rotherham last week, and I remember us having a chat just before the game about how strange it is feeling that you basically not going to lose.
Yeah. And even when you're 2-0 up, Blues, we always wait. I think I said this in the Rotherham post-match, Dad. We're always waiting for the wheels to fall off, for them to score, or for us to score an own goal, or to give a penalty away, or for us to basically be the downward of our own demise. But we just look so in control. Such good football. We're going at teams. We're creating chances. We're defensively strong. I've never sat in a stadium as I have in the Rotherham game specifically and felt so secure. As in terms of, I never in doubt we weren't coming away from that game with 3 points. I've never experienced that confidence in a very, very long time.
Yeah. I remember, was it not last season, the season before, we were 3-0 up at home to Reading at half time. And me and you sat there thinking, we need another goal. And they came out and they got 2, didn't they? And we thought, oh, no, we're going to blow. We did hold on in the end, actually, as it was. But we really held on. And that's the type of the old Blues, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that...
Even Wickham away this year, Dad, do you remember when they scored not the 85th or 88th minute or something? And
yeah.
don't get me wrong, that's a different context because we were still gelling and we're still adapting. But it was that thing where it went, oh, here we go again. And that last 5 minutes of that Wickham game, we were just all standing there, weren't we, like head in hands, like, oh no. But even then with Chris Davis and the new team, we were gelling. You still felt relatively confident that we weren't going to concede again. But, I think you're right, Dad, it's a mentality shift for a lot of Blues fans.
Yeah, and it will take us a while. Obviously, the best thing that can prevent that is just keep winning.
Yeah.
Just keep winning, give us goal. I think, and I've said this all along, and I will maintain this as well. We are going to do well this season, but there are going to be some bumps in the road. Because I know a lot of people are talking about, can we go unbeaten for the whole season? I mean, we're 6 games in.
Yeah, I mean we could.
Yeah, we could,
but
we could.
You're right. Let's not get carried away.
Exactly. Let's enjoy what we're having at the moment. But we are going to get bumps in the road. There will be. There'll be some bad referee decision or a bad.
I mean, look at Fulham at home in the cup. All it took was that stupid penalty decision to completely change the dynamic of the game, didn't it? Remember?
Yeah.
And Stansfield scored that penalty. We're getting in, and that completely changed the game. That's all it takes. One bad refereeing decision on one particular game for something to happen. So
that was Keith Stroud.
It was. I'm going to end up. You have to beat me out in a minute if we talk about Keith Stroud. He's just a. Yeah.
So
you know where I'm going with that one.
But what I'm saying is we are doing well and it's great to be confident. Yeah. That's true. But let's also be respectful of the opposition as well.
Of course, we always are.
And I think what Chris Davis is doing with the team, he's ignoring all the noise and basically when they go out so prepared. Thinking no matter what, the Wrexham game, it was all glitz and lights, wasn't it? And there was a lot going on in the media. But he said, as far as we're concerned as the players, it's the football pitch. That's where we do our business. And I think it was really important that, as fans as well, we have a little bit of perspective. But it's nice to get carried away. I'll get that, and I know Blues fans are enjoying the journey because we've had so many years of heartache and bad times. So let's enjoy it by all means. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying let's also, where we can, be a little bit humble as well.
100%. And it's really nice, though, coming back to that thing about, being in control of games. What's nice as well is when we go a goal down, I still feel like we can win 2, 3, 4, 1, whatever it might be. Before in the past, when we went 1 or 2 down, that was it. Well, in my mind, I was like, we're not getting back into this. We don't have the firepower.
Well, last season, that's how I felt.
Because we were a team out of possession historically. When you go down, you're in trouble. So this year, we went down against Wickham. We went down against
Reading.
I think we've been down a couple of times, and we've come back and we've won. And that's a nice feeling. We know we're not out of the game. We know we can Wrexham. We went 1-0 down. We can turn these games around now. Yeah. And what a feeling it is. And I completely agree, Dad. Let's be humble. Let's respect every opponent that comes to St.Andrews and that we travel to. But let's enjoy it as well. Why not have some fun? I think this year for Blues, it's about fun. It's about getting the winning mentality back, not underestimating our opponents. Can't even talk. Underestimating our opponents, and let's just have, as I said, enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, exactly, and it is really, really good, isn't it? But I've got nothing else, Matt. I'm just like every other Blues fan, I'm just enjoying the ride at the moment, and just can't believe that that you feel as if we are actually really finally going forward now.
Yeah,
100%. I mean, really going forward. This is not just like for a little moment. Even if we have some setbacks, that we're going to go forward.
And I know we've just spoke about being humble and and
here we go.
Exactly, being humble and all these things. And I get it, but
drum roll.
let's just play the game for 1 minute. Let's just say we get promoted this season from League One into the Championship. What do you think a season in the Championship would look like for us if we didn't bring any transfers in, we kept the same squad? How competitive do you think we would be?
I'll stop being humble, we'll win it. No, I think realistically, the owners and Gary Cook were very clear that when they looked at this transfer window, they wanted to bring in Championship-ready players. And you can see by our squad, we've got players all over that squad that will manage easily in the Championship.
High-end Championship player.
But I think that the club will add as well. I think we'll see, the club developing and the squad evolving. I think if we were to put this team, this current squad, into the Championship today, I think we'd be very competitive. I think we'd be
top half.
Yeah, top half to playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I know that's hard to judge because it's hypothetical and it's not. We're not in the Championship. But what I'm probably alluding to is that you add a couple of players to that, different types of higher level quality players that are able to sort of progress you forward, I think we could touch playoffs.
I agree.
Yeah.
And you see it a lot. Ipswich came and did back-to-back. Sunderland got promoted and did very well. I think they made the playoffs the first time they came back up a couple of years back under Mowbray. So it happens. And as you say, the board have put their money where their mouth is. And I think, regardless of what happens this season, this club has a very exciting future ahead, and I can't wait. It's like a week is too long between games at the moment. I just want to keep going down St. Andrews.
Which is the opposite before you be dreading, oh no, it's the weekend again. It is another weekend ruin. Now, do you remember that feeling as well? And you know this, fans. Anybody that really loves their club, which we know the Blues fans do, the results affect you.
Yeah, it does.
They affect you. You think, you think, oh, not again, and it really ruined me. It puts you in a bad mood, doesn't it?
It does.
So I think there's a lot of happy Blues fans out there at the moment. So Birmingham City, don't ruin it. I know you won't ruin it, but it is. It just shows you how emotionally attached we are to our club, and
football.
It's just nice at the moment to have this moment, and I don't think fans from other clubs will really appreciate how good this is for us because of what we've been through. I know that some clubs out there have been through really, really bad times, and some still going through bad times, but we've had years of all this. So it's just great, Matt. I'm really happy with where we're going, and really looking forward to the next few games.
One final point for me, and that is I'm really enjoying the content coming out from the Blues media team this year as well. And I saw the other day there was a behind-the-scenes mic'd up training session with Chris Davies that went onto Sky Sports as well, so everyone would have seen it. And what a manager. He's so commanding. He demands respect. Everyone listens to him. And, the drills they were doing, he does like these 10-minute games at the end of every session. And he's like, intensity, high. And, he's always praising them. He says, good, and then come forward, really
he's a proper
manager, Chris Davies, and that was really impressive. And also as well, there's been some really funny stuff like Clara when he signed, they did a Dumb and Dumber skit. There was a video a couple of days ago where Mark Leonard and Jay Stansfield were discussing their FIFA ratings. That was quite fun. That was quite funny. So I'm just enjoying. I think it gives it more of a personal touch. I feel like you get to know the players a little bit better. And it's nice to get the inside track of what's happening at the club. So I've been really enjoying the content coming from the social media.
Everything's been reconnected, hasn't it? The fans with the club, with the players. Everybody's on the same page. And we had that a little bit under John Eustace. Because he was very big on that, wasn't he? I'm sure he does that with Blackburn as well. But it was ruined with Rooney. And there's a lot of disheartenment and discontentment, and and we thought, well, you've spent all this time with John Eustace trying to do that, and now you've got to repair it. It's all repaired. I mean, in fact, actually, it's probably better than it was ever with John Eustace, to be honest. And it was good then.
It's the best I've known it for a long time.
So it's just fabulous, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, just long may it continue.
Yeah, absolutely. But as always, Blues fans, we'd love to hear from you. Please let us know your thoughts. We've obviously discussed quite a lot in there, but if there's any particular topics in there that you enjoyed or had an opinion on, please let us know in the comment section below, and me and Dad will get around to all of those as always when we can. And if you like this video specifically, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and please don't forget to check us out on our social media channels. We have an X page, we have an Instagram page, and we also have a Spotify channel now where you can go and listen to it in that format too. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to press the big red subscribe button so you don't miss any future content all about Birmingham City. And myself and Dad will see you on the next video.